For the next setting, let's talk about aperture. Aperture is the last of our settings that controls the exposure of the camera. The aperture of a lens is several blades in the rear element of the lens that can open or close, so while your shutter speed determines how long light is being let into the camera, and your ISO determines the sensitivity of your camera's sensor to that light, your aperture physically controls the amount of light that's being let into the camera at all. In DSLR type cameras, your aperture is measured in f-stops, anywhere from 1.4 all the way up to 22. On the GH4, to scroll through your aperture, you're gonna take the scroll wheel that's on the back right-hand side of the camera, in the very top, just under the top lip of the camera. You can roll that the same as the shutter wheel, either left or right, to either open or close your lens. Going to a higher number is closing the lens because you're letting less light in. You can see your current f-stop in the bottom left-hand display of the GH4, and as with all settings, as you start to adjust it, it will become highlighted and the numerical value will change. In addition to controlling the amount of light that enters into the camera's body, the aperture also controls the depth of field of your image. Depth of field is the range of distance within the image in which your image will be in focus. At a very fast stop, say 1.4, a very, very narrow section of your image is going to be in focus, while at a higher f-stop, say f5.6 or f8, there's going to be a lot more in focus. So while your aperture controls light, which is very important, its most important aspect is the depth of field, because depth of field is very important to defining a cinematic image.